Welcome to the Conor Canney podcast with me, Conor Canney. And today I'm going to talk about how the creative process works. So, the creative process, it's messy. It is not a straight line. There are usually, in my experience, and from my research of numerous entrepreneurs, artists, comedians, they all say writers, etc. The list goes on. Any creative person, any creative profession, it's a constant readjustment of your approach. It's a constant, throwing ideas out, experimenting with ideas. What worked, what didn't work, right? And this is something I like, this is something I don't like. You're gonna find that when you're creating, you're gonna be frustrated. We're all gonna be frustrated, I've been frustrated before. Like, you want it to get done now sometimes, and it's like, no, that's not how it works, because you're not respecting the natural way in which the creative process works. It takes time. Kind of like nurturing, growing a baby in a mother's stomach for 9 months. Right? Now, obviously, it's different. It's a bit of a silly analogy, but, in the same way that it takes time, you need to be patient. The creative process requires patience, It's like, it's not, it doesn't mean that you can't, bang out some stuff and it sound awesome, or it will be awesome. Say you wanted to bang out a song in an hour or something. Yeah, that can happen. That's happened to me before. In a couple of hours, whatever, that's fine. But generally speaking, the creative process takes time. It takes, it is messy. You're going to learn along the way while you're creating. I've found in my experience, while you're creating stuff, you're going to reassess some of your ideas. Like, as I said before, you're going to discard certain things. You might have to work. Sometimes you might have to work loads and loads and loads and loads and loads and loads on a piece or a film or a project or whatever the fuck you're doing, right? Or starting a business, and you've worked tons. You put in tons of hours, days, weeks, months, years even, and you've got barely nothing out of it. But now, you see, what you've learned is how to be more effective in the future. Or you have to try out tons of riffs, tons of ideas if you're writing a song, or a piece of art, like, people say that many writers just fucking write and write and write, like 1,000 words, 10,000 words, 100,000 words, 1,000,000 words, right? I think that's the cliche that people say, writers say. Be prepared to write 1,000,000 words and then throw it all away. And now you're ready to write your first word of the next piece, and hopefully the next piece will be brilliant. Now it might be an exaggeration. People, I'm not fucking doing that with my book. Fuck that shit, right? But I've written a lot of things in my life. Like, I've written a lot of essays and stuff. But like, writers say that, professional writers say, if you're new to writing, especially, even like professional writers, a lot of actual published authors say this shit. They say you write and you write and you write and you write, and you eventually might come up with something you like. It's like mining. It's like writing a comedy piece. You're mining for gold. Or you're writing a song. You're mining for that little piece that might actually, this might lead me down this trail. This might lead me down this trail. Right? And that's how the creative process works. And the best thing you can do in life, if you're someone who wants to create stuff, is just enjoy it and accept that that's the way it is. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. I enjoy the thrill of creating things. I enjoy the challenge. I'm passionate about it. It fucking fuels me. I love creating things. I love creating this I just fucking hit my fucking subject title on this podcast and I fucking talk. And I figure out as I'm going along where I'm going. I just feel it. And that is how the creative process works.